Hello, my name is Sarah Burcher, and I am the Public Program Manager at Lowell Observatory, located in Flagstaff, Arizona in the United States. Welcome to Using Video Astronomy to Engage a Global Audience. In this talk, we will discuss the details of how we have used Lowell Observatory's Video Astronomy program to increase our online presence and how we've used this system to communicate astronomy to millions of people all over the world. We'll also discuss how you can set up your own video astronomy system and engage your community, whether online or in person. I am here at the Geovoli Open Deck Observatory, a $4 million roll-off roof facility that opened to the public in late 2019. There are 6 telescopes on the plaza. 4 of them have eyepieces, and 2 of them, these 2 plane waves behind me, have instruments instead. We are going to focus on this guy, the 14-inch plane wave telescope, which is the one we use for our video astronomy program. During the coronavirus pandemic, Lowell Observatory's science was relatively unhindered, but our public program shut its doors in March of 2020. Normally, our program welcomes 100,000 visitors per year to our campus, but with that no longer an option, we had to think of other options to fulfill Lowell Observatory's mission of bringing astronomy to the public. So in summer of 2020, after our stay-at-home order was lifted, we began our interactive stargazing programs that were broadcast weekly on YouTube, weather permitting. During these programs, we use our 14-inch plane wave and its attached Malincam DS26C tech to broadcast live images of what the telescope is viewing. Because the sensitivity of the camera, we can get live views of most deep sky objects in under 30 seconds in full color. We always have an educator on the program who serves as a host who selects which objects to view and provides interpretation for what we are showing through our telescope. Our program model is to start with a few pre-selected objects, and then we let the audience decide where to go next. We allow our viewers to put object suggestions in the YouTube chat, and the educator takes those requests and instructs the telescope operator where to point the telescope. Sometimes people even request objects that we've never even heard of. We're always happy to try and discover something new for ourselves. We tend to hop quickly from object to object during the program as we get so many requests that we can't fill them all in 30 to 45 minutes. This program has attracted viewers from all over the world. It's always fun to see people put in the chat like, hi from Brazil or checking in from Ukraine. That always makes us know that we are reaching a global audience. So these weekly interactive stargazing programs average about 500 views per week. But our biggest hitters are those special live streams for astronomical events. For instance, the live stream talking about the comet Neowise in the sky last year got about 64,000 views. We had a penumbral eclipse live stream that got about 90,000 views, and our biggest one was during the Great Conjunction of Jupiter and Saturn last year that got over 2 million views. And those events, they're hyped up by the media, so everybody is looking for ways to watch them. Those greatly increased our social media presence and our following, which allows us to reach a wider audience. Now, I want to talk a bit about using video astronomy as a tool for astronomy interpretation for telling the stories of the universe. Because of the speed of our telescope and the sensitivity of our camera, we can go quickly from object to object. We can tell the story of star formation by starting with a stellar nursery like the Orion Nebula. We can show all the pinks and purples of a hydrogen-rich region to attract people to the beauty of space. We can then jump to a red giant, then a planetary nebula or a supernova remnant, all while telling the story of how the end of that star's life created just about every atom in your body. Right, we can talk about our own Milky Way galaxy and its structure by showing images of other galaxies like M51 or NGC 4565, changing views from face-on to edge-on galaxies to give viewers kind of a three-dimensional idea of our place in the universe. And of course, planets and the moon, always a big hit. The detail you can see in them is usually quite stunning. So Lowell educators use this system to engage guests or viewers in conversations and use the wonders of the universe live in full color to bring people from all over the world closer together. So I want to hit on some of the lessons we've learned from a year of online video astronomy. First, viewers care very much if an image is live. They want to see the object as it appears now. An example is during our Comet Neowise stream. It was thunderstorming that day, so we used an image that I had taken the previous night, and people were upset about it. They would pop into the stream, tell us that they were disappointed that it was not a live view, and then they would leave again. Second thing we've learned is that people do love the interactive component. As astronomy communicators, sometimes it's just easier for us to have a prepared program without all the unknowns and unpredictability of audience interaction. But in this time of uncertainty and isolation, people often want to feel that human connection, right? Sometimes viewers, they just want to talk. They don't request objects. They'll just ask educators, what's your favorite object? Or why are stars different colors? And the educators take the time to respond and give them the companionship that they're seeking. The last thing we've learned is that this interactive model gives people ownership of the stream. They choose what to look at. They get to share their passion, their object, and broadcast it to hundreds or thousands of viewers. We give them that connection to space that they can share with the world. Last thing I'd like to talk about is how to set up your own video astronomy system. You don't need a fancy lightning fast mount or a 14-inch telescope to engage your community. All you need is a tracking mount, any size telescope, and a suitable camera. I've put cameras on anything from a 3-inch refractor to a 32-inch Dobsonian, so you can work with what you have. If you're doing this in person, say a star party, you will want a screen to display your images and also a way to take down the brightness of that screen. We use window tint that we put over our TVs that helps not distract from our eyepiece viewing. You'll also want a sensitive full color camera. We have used a variety of Malin cams throughout the years, but ZWO also has options and they're usually a couple $100. These cameras aren't meant for full-on astrophotography, but instead their ability to take images quickly to help facilitate your stories. So to sum up, using our video astronomy system, we are able to expand our mission of bringing astronomy to the public by reaching a global audience. Live views, captivating presenters, and an interactive engagement model are the keys to our success. So please feel free to contact me with any questions about our system or your own system. And thank you for your time, and keep looking up.